Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Zoiz and welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. In the last episode, we were working with blood magic. This was the primary source of focus last episode, as we were trying to work towards, well, we got the tier 5 altar, and we were working towards some better stuff, some more sigils and all that kind of fun stuff. We have our Archmage's Blood Orb and all that kind of fun stuff. I am just currently working on getting a bunch more runes. It is super loud over there, so apologies. But yeah, just working on getting some more runes and all that kind of stuff. So between episodes, I did that. So I started working on the roof. And it's not finished, obviously, but I'm actually liking it so far. What I'm going to do is kind of continue this up. This side will be blue with this type of stuff, and I'll put in some windows and stuff, and probably textured a little bit. Might put some windows here and have some like purple window coverings or something like that over them. When I do windows, I'm probably going to end up making stuff that is like the white stained glass. I think would look nice, or something like that. Something nice and bright. And kind of work on that. So far it does not look too bad. I'm happy with it actually. I did try a couple of different ways of the stairs. I think this is the best. I had them like curving around a little bit, but it didn't look good unless I wanted to make it all the way around, and I don't necessarily want to do it like that. I'm kind of mimicking this with the overall, like a little bit longer than the actual building. I might go down one more block, but I don't know about that yet. I'll see how it looks when it's all kind of completed and go from there. But I worked on that for a bit. And today, first thing we need to do is we need to work with bees a little bit. So I have arcane bees. This is good. We're really close to the savant bees. Pupil bees are arcane and monostatic. However, the issue that I'm running into is, unless I want to get more arcane bees, and that's like breeding them all the way up, we need to do some genetic stuff. And I haven't done that on camera, so I want to kind of show that off. So let's see, what kind of species do we have? We have unusual, mysterious, common, meadows, cultivated, monostatic. So this is what we want to use. We want to take this guy, and we're going to take a genetic template. I have one for Valiant. We're going to take one of these, and we're going to want some labware. Let's see, what else will we want? I think we can take flowers, effect none, and honestly that's the only things that I care about. So what we can do is we can just add these guys in, and we'll get 3 chromosomes, and then it tells you what all you're missing and whatnot. Don't really care too much about that. Although fertility, we have 3 and 2. Let's get a 3. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. And now what we need to do is we need to find some sort of pristine bee. And I think we're gonna use, we don't really have many, but we can make more. So meadows might be good. I think meadows is going to be the option. So we're going to take a meadows queen, princess, whatever, and we're going to put the genetic template in here, and we just throw them in there, and we're going to make this be, I messed up a little bit, but that's fine. We can just take a drone as well, and we're just going to kind of turn these into other monostatic bees. So that was a purebred meadows, and if we look at this one, it is a purebred, exactly the stuff we gave it, which is really cool. What we can do now is say forget this guy, because this is going to give us more bees than this guy will, and it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm going to keep him actually, just in case. And you know what, we didn't really need to do that. But what we can do now is if we take an arcane drone and we put these guys in here, we can get a pupil queen. And now we can always make monostatic drones. Now this is something we're going to want to keep in another chest, so let's just get one. We're going to put it next to this, and this is just going to be, let's get the other genetic template for the Valiant. That is a really good thing for Valiant, and we can get Valiant bees pretty easily with that. So we're just going to stick both those in there, and that's just to get more stuff. So we don't really need this guy, but he's good to have. And now we have a pupil. So you know what, honestly we can just continue doing this. I don't really care too much, and we can start getting the pupil. Now, hostile environment. No flowers. Alright, well what do you need? You need books, and you need arid. Alright, so temperature tolerance is up, but it's still too hot. So what we need to do is, do we have any heater upgrades? We do. That should be good enough. And we'll see if that's good enough in a second. And then books. So we can get paper. Do we have leather? We have a little bit. So let's get 3 books and some planks. And there's a bookshelf. So this is all we need. So just put that right there. And you probably still don't like... it'll search for the stuff. Let's actually move him right here. I think this is what he needs with the books. Oh, it's too dry, isn't it? It's not the heater upgrade. We need the... what is the upgrade? Alright, let's make like 10 of those. We need gold nuggets. Really? I've never taught... Okay, we're going to teach the system how to make some stuff. We're going to fix this. So, first of all, gold. Actually, this turns into that. That'll be good enough for right now, and we'll just tell this to redstone furnace, and let's get gold nuggets times, I don't know, how about like 600? I'll use a bunch of those, and that'll be good. And then we'll get a bunch of gold nuggets. Alright, so we want to make, let's look up upgrades. By the way, the Savant Bees are, it's just Pupil and Scholarly is another arcane with a Pupil. So we're going to want to do something similar again. What I'll do is between episodes, I'm going to start kind of recycling some of these bees so that we can try to get the species. And worst case scenario, I'll just kind of not worry about it too much, but we'll try to get the species. And same with these guys. If I can get a decent number of bees from this, that'd be really nice. It looks like it gives us 2 every time, so it will duplicate. And I think the Pupil also gives the lore fragments. Am I right about that? It gives papery combs. Scholarly will give lore fragments, and then Savant will give a lot more lore fragments. So that's definitely the one we want. But it's not that much harder to get to the Savant, so I will do that off camera, probably between this episode and next. So what we need is the upgrades. And what we need, I believe, is the arid dryer. There we go. This. So it is sand, upgrade glass, and can we make 10 of those now? Yes. Bronze. Make like 100 of those. We're out of copper. Oh, we're out of that copper. Okay. I can fix that pretty easily. We just go here. We're going to grab this copper and do 3 of these. There we go. And we put that back. It's one of those things that's just kind of a little bit of a pain, because Ore Dictionary, this is not the best version of Applied Energistics 2, so there's a little bit of confusion with that kind of stuff, but that's fine. So dryer upgrade, we need glass. That's probably going to take a while to craft, and then bronze. Let's just make 100 of that. And we don't have to be crafting CPUs. So what we can do is cancel that one, and then make 100 of that. So this will give us our dryer upgrades, and we can get a bunch of those. I don't know how many we're going to need at this point, but should not be too difficult to do anything with. And yeah, that will be what we need to do for the bees. So the plan for today is we're going to work with Thaumcraft. I know we don't have the lore fragments quite yet, but hopefully that won't matter too much. You know what we can get rid of is the Divination Sigil. We don't need that currently. And also looks like we're done with the with all of this, so we can kind of ignore that. Anyways, one of the bee products, by the way, I think we have 3 quests that are probably Mob Hunter. Yeah, I'm not even gonna worry about those. So bees and trees. We need 16 enchanting drops, and I think we have that. Getting those from the arcane bees, so we'll see. But that makes those. Tell the system how to make those. And now give me like 4 of them. And it'll take a second, but we can get the first one at least and see if that is enough to get this guy working. Cool, that was enough. So we only need the one, which is fine. But then the enchanting drops, we have 24, so that is that quest achievement get. And we have a Combs as well. Now we have 45 magic wax. Did we have... we already did the magic wax. Okay, so most of the stuff we don't have yet, but we're working on it. And it's going to give us a V Apiary booster. Okay. Now something else I want to talk about real quick is this stuff. So we have 2 nodes over here, and yeah, you cannot hook them both up to this guy. That is actually impossible. So no. Okay, not even gonna worry about it. It's not that expensive. So you can't hook up more than 1 node to this guy at all. Which is kind of fine. It is what it is. I believe this one that is hooked up to it has all the elements, so it doesn't really matter. If we need more stuff, we can use this one for air and earth. I believe earth is used for some stuff. I believe it's things like crystallizing V, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, let's get into some Thaumcraft. So we have plenty of quests to do. Where do we want to go? Unfortunately, we need to get Silverwood saplings. That is something that I don't know if there's going to be an easier way to get it anytime soon. Something else I kind of want to go ahead and do. Let's get a node, what are they called? Node stabilizer? Whoa, fingers were on the wrong buttons. Node stabilizer. So that should be pretty straightforward to make. And secret, go to this page and you can shift click it. So what do we need? We need quartz and piston. Quartz should be easy enough. There's 1 block and no. Well, we can get the piston at least. And do we not have any nether quartz ore? Okay, so what's the best way to get quartz? Nether quartz. Can we get quartz from seeds? What was that comb? That is mellow combs. Don't we have some mellow combs? I believe we do. Aren't these guys giving us mellow combs? Alright, we only need like one piece, so let's just go ahead and get this going. And that's not going to give us anything else. So hopefully we'll get our quartz, and we'll get things set up for getting more quartz later. It's just a matter of getting soul sand and sifting that, which I have right here. Wait, doesn't this... Yeah, I can make quartz. Something I kind of want to do is go ahead and tell the system to just go ahead and make like 100 quartz. I forgot I had that on auto crafting, so we'll just do that. And in the meantime, we can go ahead and get this, and we should be able to go ahead and make the node stabilizer. Perfect. That will recharge. Everything will be fine. It'll be slow, but it will recharge. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this directly underneath where this torch is. F7. Just light that up. And we'll just light that up a little bit too. So I want to stabilize this node. We're not going to empower it or anything, but what we can do is... Do we have the wand recharge? No. Is that not a quest? Wand charger. Cool. Wand recharge pedestal. So let's take this guy out and see, do we have that research? We do. It's a pretty easy infusion. So, do we have any extra pedestals? We do. So let's get the wand recharge. This guy is important because it will allow us to automatically recharge our wand. Duh. So 2 gold, or rather 1 gold, 2 diamonds. We'll just do 1 of each just because it doesn't really matter. 2 diamonds, we have plenty of diamonds. And then we're going to need a primal charm. So we'll go here. Primal charm. What are we missing? Terra. Which we need a hammer. Didn't I? I swore I set that up. Why am I not seeing that? Yeah, it's right there. Why am I not seeing that? Shards. Yeah, oh, it's not a Terra shard. It's an Earth shard. Dirt. Let's make 3 of those. And then we should be able to get this. So the Earth shard should be doing its thing. And I'm assuming it already worked. We'll see, I guess, in a second. So, Earth shards. Yep, it's pretty fast, actually. So, there we go. We're going to take 1. Do we want 2 of these? Let's go ahead and make another one just in case, because they are useful. And we're going to keep it in our inventory for the time being. So, the only other thing we need to look at is, do we have all the elements? So, we need 15 magic and permutatio. We have enough. We need more aurum, and that's it. Alright, well, luckily we have the Euclididaisy, which we made a while ago, and that will give us some more aurum. And will that be enough? That's 4, 5, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not quite. But we can go ahead and get started with that, and then ethereal, we have a bunch. Let's go ahead and just let's get the most for our money. So the Terra. And I'm going to let this guy run for a little bit. Honestly, shouldn't run out of mana anytime soon. And everything should be picked up and put in here. Everything should be good. So with that taken care of, we should be pretty much ready to get going on this. Let's clean our inventory up just a little bit. I dislike having this odd number of things. So what we'll do is we'll put this away and the clipboard. Because actually, the clipboard, we have the arcane and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if I'll use that, but we have it. Alright, so with that taken care of, let's see, it is that in the middle, two diamonds, 1 gold. This should be a pretty straightforward, easy thing to do. So 2 diamonds. The gold. And the primal charm. We just take our wand. I want to make sure that we have more than 15, more than 15, more than 10. Perfect. Smack it. And we'll just fly up here while it's doing its thing. I don't anticipate any negative side effects for this one. This is a pretty minor infusion. And on top of that, it's a pretty short one too. What, like 40 total Essentia? Whatever. It's Essentia in that case. So there goes the gold. There goes the first diamond. There goes the primal charm and the second diamond. Cool. So now that we have the wand recharge pedestal, make sure it checked it. We're gonna get some gold caps. I don't really care about the food. We have a good food source. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna place this guy right down here. We'll scan it. And what we can do is anytime we want to recharge our wand, we just put it on there. And it will recharge from this guy. That's pretty much it. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's put this stuff away. And we need to do a lot of stuff. So V relay, that's gonna give us some stuff. That shouldn't be too bad to do. Redstone V. That sounds complicated, but it doesn't sound like all that important right now. A blazing rod will get us a quartz rod. Let's go ahead and start making some of these rods. So we don't need cobblestone on the bar right now. So blazing rod, we have access to that. That's a balance shard, a blaze rod, and a fire shard. That is really easy. So blaze rod. We have 1 fire shard. Let's go ahead and get like 10 more. It's gonna craft a couple, but that'll be fine. Balance shard. We've got 1 of those. And what do we need? 6 Bestia and magic and 12 fire. We have a lot of fire. We have plenty of that. And let's get some more magic. So let's look up blaze rod. I guess it's a blazing rod. Because blaze rod is already an item. And what can we do that has magic that's nice and easy? Blaze rods. Ender pearls. Ender pearls aren't bad. Nether wart's pretty good. Any of the shards. How much nether wart do we have? We have 18. We don't really have many nether wart. How about ender pearls? We have a ton. Let's get a stack of those cooking up. And that should be, because we only need for this, it's like next to nothing. It's 6 magic. We have 13. We have twice that. So we should be able to just go ahead and do this. Not a problem. Let's just put that in the center. The balance shard and a fire shard, and we just smack it. So this should be very quick. If you know the last one was nice and easy, this one's even easier. But this is supposed to be easy. Like, you typically want the wands to be relatively easy at the low levels because, yeah, you're supposed to make these to progress. This is an alternative to the Great Wood Wand. So let's go ahead and scan that. Get some more aspects back, and that should be a quest. Cool. We're also going to get quartz rod, which is same tier of rod. It's a great wood, whereas this is the same tier as a silver wood, I do believe. Quartz rods favor ordo, blazing rods favor fire. So it's just various options for you, depending on what you're going to be using the most. And hey, we already have the charged thaumium, and we're going to get a thaumium boss silverwood scepter, which we already have. I want the reward bag, but hey, this one's also full, which is nice. If we need it, we can use it. So we have a greater reward bag with a V-stone, which has capacity of 25. I don't care. So yeah, that just wanted to make us charged thaumium caps. We made those for this guy, so that's all taken care of. If you remember, we made this guy because of the arcane crafting terminal. And that's something that we could use if we want, but we don't have to. So now we want great staves and living wood rod. Do we have that research? So that is a forbidden magic thing. Living wood wand core. We do. Ew. And then you put it into mana. That's not too bad. Let's see. Living wood. Rod. So we need this. We just need to throw it into mana. Alright, and we just need looks like the 4 basic, the 4 seasons, and a mana, plus living wood and a mana diamond. Alright, that's not terrible. You can get some diamonds. Let's go ahead and do this. So there's 2 diamonds, and turn that off. We have a lot of aurum now, which is good. We're gonna need that. We'll throw those guys in there. And what kind of runes do we have? We have air. We have an earth. So we really need to remake most of these. So let's start with spring and all that. So spring is fire, water. Actually, let's go ahead and do fire, water, all those. So we're gonna need, it looks like for all of them, mana steel. Do we have any? We have a little bit of mana steel. So that is enough for all 4. And let's see, water requires fishing rod, sugarcane, bone meal. We're also going to want living rock, by the way. Good number of that. And we're going to need 1 piece of living wood. So fishing rod, sugarcane, bone meal. I know netherwort. What is it? A nether brick and a piece of gunpowder. So once this is done, we'll grab that. Not fun powder. Same thing, but that was a funny mistake. Stone, coal, and mushroom. So block of coal, stone, and a brown mushroom, which that's something we're gonna have to kind of farm a little bit later, but that's not too big of a deal. And then air requires string, feather, and carpet. So that's pretty easy. So string and feather. We have a ton of epic bacon. Wow. We should be set for power. I might actually be able to come down here. We are full on power, and this is full. I think we can turn this on for a little bit, but I'd rather not. We don't really need to right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. That just takes so much power. Eventually, we could probably make more culinary generators and kind of augment our power a lot better, but whatever. We do need to go grab our Living Wood 1. We don't need the Beealizer. We haven't been using that really, so we'll just keep that there. So let's see. This. 1, 2, 3. Smack it. It fills up. And I almost want to get another Elven Mana Spreader. Would that be feasible? Let's see. Elven. Let's see. It's Dreamwood, isn't it? We don't have enough currently. Our portal is right there. We could probably do stuff with it, but oh well. There's that. And we're gonna change armor while we wait for this stuff to process. Because I hate that little beeping noise. And this should be pretty straightforward. So the mana rune is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 of the Mana Steel, which is just iron. Let's get like, I don't know, 16. And we'll throw that in there. And that'll be done here in a second. And then a Mana Pearl, which I know we have some, but I'm just going to take some more. And do that. So, those, smack it. It's so weird using old like versions of mods sometimes, because they really mess with you. But let's go ahead and throw those in there. So we can make the mana. Spring is 3 saplings and a piece of wheat. And then, let's see, summer is melon, slime ball. Let's see, melon, slime ball to sand. Let's see, autumn is leaves and spider eye. And I'll have to go get leaves from the tree farm. So those and that. And I think this will only make 1 or 2 of the runes of mana. Also, the tree farm has almost completely stopped. So we just need 3 leaves. 1, 2, 3. And we should be good to go. So, that is getting there. Oh, did it do the thing? Yeah, it did the thing. It messes up sometimes. It's weird. But, alright, so let's see. Spring is water, fire. Water, fire, this and this. If you get too far out of range, it messes up. So that's what happened. So we need cake, snow, and wool. Cake. Go ahead and craft me one of those. I'll get that in a second. Alright, so buckets. 1, 2, 3. I know these are the wrong kind of milk, but what we'll do is we'll just drain these, and then I can use them for the cows. So we have plenty of milk, so it's not a problem. It's just a matter of getting it. Alright, so let's put those back and get the cake. And snow. 1, 2. Right, it is 2 snow to 1 wool. Yes. Alright, so with that taken care of, we have the spring. Next is summer, which is earth and air. We'll do that. And these guys are still working, which is kind of nice. And then, let's see, autumn is fire, air, which means that winter is probably water, earth. Yes. And these are really fast, so there we go. If we run out of something, none of this was spectacularly difficult to do, so I'll just kind of deal with it later. Also, we have a bunch of bees over here because I never did anything with them. I can't make them noble, or pristine rather, but I never did. So let's make this other one, and honestly, we'll kind of go from there. So there should be. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. So I want to just make sure dormant living wood raw wand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. Alright, so living wood is in the center. And then all of this stuff is around. So we have plenty of space for it. So 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2. So we'll put 1 here. And the mana diamond over here. So hopefully I can keep track of what I lose if I lose anything. And what all do we need? So 32 arbor, which we don't have any of. Wow. Let's go sleep. I'm not gonna be able to do this later. We're gonna actually have to go through the door. Maybe I'll make a balcony. That could be something. Make a balcony on one of the sides so that it's not only a quick, easy way to get in. Maybe on this side, so it's not only just a quick way to get in here, but also a something to break up this side, and then we'll put windows on the other side or something. I need to work on AE, by the way, in there. So we need arbor because we don't have any arbor. Who would have guessed living wood would require something like that? So what's something nice and easy? Rubber wood? Ooh, dark wood. Let's go get a stack of dark wood. And that will give us not only a lot of arbor, but also darkness, which is handy to have, especially if you want to make stuff like void metal, which I'm sure we're going to have to do that at some point. So we're going to just take 16 in there for now. This has 3 each, so that's good. Alright, what else are we going to need? We're going to need 16 magic and life. Alright, we have that. 8 census and 8 herba. Plenty of herba, enough census. So once we have the arbor, so we can just go ahead and throw all that in there, we can do this. So what else is there? There is the Greatwood staff, and then there's some other staffs that we're going to want to make. Looks like there's a mana cap and a elementium cap. We're going to worry about those later. Something that is a bit of a pain is a silverwood sapling, which is honestly going to be something we want. These are really, really painful to make, but not that bad. Now that we have our farm for blocks of diamond. It is a dangerous craft though. So we don't have the ethereal blooms yet. So let's go ahead and see if we can get that research. I believe it is in thaumaturgy. I believe no. It is in this. It's right here. So we need taint, herba, and sano. So taint. Was that enough? We need 6. Sano was like 3. And herba was 6. We need more life. Honestly, we just need to make a ton of life because life is easy. It's just water and earth. So there we go, ethereal blooms. These are not too... Ew. Actually, they are. Except not. We can make them automatically down here with this guy. So we can just tell that a recipe for the ethereal blooms. The problem is we would then also need the shimmer leaf. And we don't have a good way to make that except for poppies. And poppies are a little bit of a pain. Just because we can mana infuse other flowers to poppies, but other than that, there's not really a good way to get those other than bone mealing grass. So what we'll have to do is have a nice area to bone meal, and we'll do that. So we should be good on the arbor now. We needed what, 64? No, 32. And we have 40. So let's go ahead and start this. And I'm going to try to remember where everything is. I don't think this is a terrible craft, but it is bad enough. So we just want to make sure that nothing gets knocked off and destroyed. If it does, that's going to be an issue because we have to figure out what it wants. So let's see what it goes for. And then I think that's going to be about it for today's episode. We'll kind of continue with Thaumcraft, I think, in the next episodes, especially if I can get the Savant Beast. So there goes the mana diamond. There's mana. Water, fire, I bet earth or air, earth, and then air. Alright, and then is it going to go in order? Spring, summer. Yep, okay. This is actually not bad at all. And what was the quest for? Was for the actual living wood rod. Yes. Alright, so this guy is a little bit different. I believe you can recharge it with... Oh, I'm not wearing that armor. I believe you can recharge it with... Oh, I actually want to read this. I want to make sure. But I believe you can recharge it with mana. And that kind of stuff, which is kind of cool if you're big into Botania. Quickly draw mana from storage items or charge itself. Yep. It converts mana into V, so that is really cool, to be honest, if you are big into this kind of stuff. However, I am not usually. So let's go ahead and scan. Hey. Who took it? Did you take it? I just lost the wand. Did it at least count? Okay, at least counted. So, no big deal if it's gone, but I think it's in here. Yep, the shard farm stole it. That was rude. Alright, so let's scan this. Nothing can be learned from it. Oh, okay. So let's go ahead and get the quest. It's going to give us charged silver caps. And that is a thing. Charged silver caps are probably not researched yet. I believe they're going to be in here, and they're going to be right there. So, whether or not we need those, I don't care. So Mana Steel and Elementium are other wand caps we can use. And then we also need to look at the Great Wood Staff Core. But I think next time we are going to focus on... I think it's time for us to try to get into the Silverwood again, and we'll just kind of work on this kind of stuff. If we can make the Silverwood saplings, that'd be awesome. We might look at the Axe of the Stream and just kind of do more Thaumcraft type stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm going to try to get the Savant Bees before next time, and yeah, we have a bunch of pupil drones. Can we actually maybe get lucky and get a pupil? might be able to get a pupil species. That'd be really cool. But I'm going to work with the bees a little bit, and I think that's about all I need to do. I'm going to continue working on the house as well as I get around to it, as I feel like it and whatnot. And yeah, so next time we are going to work towards more Thaumcraft and trying to get the Silverwood trees up and back. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!